Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 41st session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We have Kalidan over here, played by Bob. Jimmy is played by Nick. Henwick by Ryan, and Erich Rauda Raspe is played by Austin. Last time you returned to Caebris-nem, turned in Nexalma, who Volk brought to be tried and hanged. Got information on a couple of monoliths, and one of them would need water breathing, the other you'd have to find out on a sea, underground sea to the south. So deciding, gee, let's go to the Mages Guild so Ryan could copy spells for free. You teleported not to the guild you'd been to, but to Caebris-nem, the dwarven spire city. And you each went your separate ways until the evening. Erich in by the gate, Henwick in the guild, Kalidan at a mid to low inn slightly above the forges near the base of the spire, and Jimmy at a mid to high inn. Literally all separate parts of the city. By the way, when you wake up in the morning, you therefore do not all have your temporary hit points because you're not around Jimmy. But you went to bed, and Jimmy, the cool breeze and the warm sun is comforting. It's been so long since you've recalled it. And you'd seen drawings of ships, but you've not actually seen one before, though you now find yourself on the deck of one as the raven flies off your shoulder and lands on that of a burly man who's sort of shouting orders. As he goes about and you watch him, he shouts to the people with rigging, and you spot a familiar face, though younger than when you met him.
I used to be a sailor. Oh, God damn it. I ever tell you about the time I was on the Great Seven Seas?
Following the raven and the captain's shoulder as he goes into an inner deck, he sort of barks out. We set out on the seas, open water, and we got a heading as a gaunt, cloaked figure turns from within this inner cabin, looking over some navigating charts. A nearly skeletal, not quite human face looks up. Bulging sort of eyeballs sitting in open sockets. And he nods. When you wake up, you all wake up.
Yay! And we dive.
You all wake up to a bit of a smell. A smell you've become rather familiar with and you grew up a lot with. It is a very strong scent of the materials burning within a forge that just seems to have engulfed the place. You can hear the din of people stirring and early morning setting out for the day outside the buildings, but a definite smell of the materials sort of frustally burning forges is beginning to fill the air.
I remember when you prestidigitation the guy with that.
Yeah.
This is apparently the place where they bottle that.
Mm-hmm. Let's start at the bottom. Erich, you stayed in sort of in the little traveler's den here. Sort of at the base of the city. Do you do anything when you wake up?
Have breakfast.
Easy enough.
I don't remember what my plan was when I came down here.
I think you were following somebody but got distracted talking to the guards outside of the...
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, but you were following someone and you got distracted.
I obtained a new objective and prioritized it above previous ones. I did not get distracted.
I think they managed to guard the city very well and kept you out.
You just got into a storytelling competition, is all I've got.
Yeah, with the cards. Competition in which I was surely victorious. Surely. Well, I go to, is up look fancier than down? I guess I saw some of that when I was falling.
From when you were falling, you didn't see anything particular, right? It's sort of a mix. Different districts and things.
Well, then I'll just ask somebody, who's a lord or lady of this here city? You got one of those? Council?
Top brass?
Yeah.
Someone. Doesn't fall down much to me, you know. I
So what,
just kind of carry up the iron, they work it, and I bring them all.
So top brass up there? Just
So
point
with that,
at the spire. At the
as you
top
point to any side angle, it's like
like,
no,
you
that's
know,
cavern. It's pretty much
up.
that is the only.
Just
So like,
up.
at much more than that, that's gonna.
So just up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's where I go.
Oh, then. And as you start, working your way up, you immediately kind of notice a seeming sense of this fire. Is there people coming from one of the larger, more extravagant of the forges near the base? And they're literally, like, bringing out sort of metal clamps with, like, burning, like, mineral kind of things that are just sort of on fire and walking through the streets from that larger forge building towards the other nearby forges and shops, or forges and smithies and such at the base.
Neat.
But you start making the ascent. Kalidan, good morning.
Good morning.
You wake up. What do you do with your morning?
Oh, I go get food, then try to find somewhere to learn smithing.
Hadn't you already begun this process yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you found the place.
Oh, then I go back.
Yeah, you found the temple. You actually spent a good amount of the better part of a day, basically convincing them that you were worth your weight in salt.
Then I totally go back there.
That is the. Yeah, you're caught up on what you're doing. As you start walking by, you do notice Kalidan walking the other direction.
I'm gonna go and see who's up at the top.
At least one of you now knows where the other one is.
I'm gonna go straight to whoever runs this place. They're probably expecting me.
As I just sigh and shake my head.
But yeah, you notice the temple is from which they are basically taking these burning minerals and embers, and sort of as you make your way in, you find that basically from the this temple's eternal forge there, and you speak Dwarven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And read and write.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. From that, yeah, you're basically able to get from it. The idea is they are lighting all of the other forges from the eternal forge in the Temple of Mord.
The Eternal Forge.
I don't know, I like my religion better. It's just some lady.
Who praises and worships more him, but whatever.
Just some lady.
But some of the doors that recognize you from the day before kind of grunt. Decided to come back, did you?
Just nod.
Think you'll make it through the day?
Nod.
see what you can do. And they begin the process of putting you through... they're putting you to work and teaching you things in what could be the harshest, cruelest way possible. You are being cut no slack.
I don't utter a word of complaint.
I didn't expect you to. But we'll pick up on that in a bit.
They're like, not a whiner, this one didn't say a people.
Jimmy.
Breakfast, go up to the Mages Guild, try to check in with Ryan to see how much...
You're not allowed in.
I asked them to pass a message to him.
So, as you've gotten up and you're sort of eating on something as you write, some kids outside.
Because you're like a 12-year-old.
I'm like 16.
Just similar to a 12-year-old.
Are you expecting anyone?
What do you say? What do you want?
I asked when he would be done.
They're trying to get you to finish up.
Tell him that I've gotten half a day done. Give me like another 2.5 days.
You can come back in a couple of days.
Proceed to explore the city. Check out their shops and see if they have
Do you
any...
say explore or explode? Because one of those is way funnier than the other.
Explore the city.
Did you wake up well rested?
You get-
Go into a panic attack.
Nearly back to the top before... and you're probably at this point starting to walk down-ish, and you two completely missed each other as you're just sort of... You're more looking in on things, and he's...
Fantastic.
a man with a mission.
Yeah. With purpose.
Before a horn blows from somewhere off to the
West.
East.
west.
It's always to the left.
In a short distance, and there's sort of kind of like just the environment on the streets sort of starts to have an activity to it. There's a sense of motive. All the young women dwarves are all kind of gathering and lining and looking up. Some guys, starting to talking kind of tough to each other.
Somebody fancy coming? I asked somebody. Somebody important?
It's the month's churning.
I'm new in town. What is that?
As he
Make a persuasion check.
As he describes it to us later, like he knew all along and has been to 4 of them.
12.
The churning, idiot. You'll see. And over the next minute, you start to see strong dwarven men from coming out of various buildings, being relatively happy. You only see a couple, but you get them sort of, like literally just sort of in their skivvies, just sort of marching their way down, through town. Occasional favor being passed by young women as they're just kind of strutting and waving, sort of grinning in there.
I know a gnome. We could probably put most of those under the table in an arm wrestling match.
But I'm sure it'd be eaten in a shark wrestling match.
I don't know. This gnome was pretty strong.
And also,
Well, then tell your stupid gnome to join the churning, has he in it?
You didn't tell us what... It's like, I will also try to figure out while I'm seeing this procession.
I'm clearly busy.
Yes.
Except I'm probably in the churning based on your behavior.
No.
Now it sounds like they're going to fight a monster or something. Be all manly.
You know what's really manly? Armor. Nothing manlier than armor.
31 on a persuasion check to find out what the turning is.
You get around.
I'm new. I'm obviously not a dwarf.
And now they go out to the shattered sea and they strap blades to themselves and they dive in and they wrestle and bring up sharks.
Ah.
That's
insane.
That's why it's only the real men who do it. With a boy like you. Well, it's time to chance. Really, in my younger days, I'd occasionally partake, but really...
So what do you do with the sharks? Are they just food?
That's the meat, and of course the eyes put something with the alchemist. Something they do.
Something alchemist.
Yes.
Yeah, literally what he says. Like, that's something else.
And they make these fine little plates that you grate ginger on. So, a bunch of dwarves. Wait, we're next to the Shattered Sea?
Yeah. It's just there. Sort of pointing to that lightly shimmering spot down below that you kind of see expanding out.
Hey, I got as close to one of the Morenalists.
I'm really unhappy about the efficiency of this. You have displeased me greatly.
Now, the question was that where this town was before that teleport happened?
Doesn't matter.
That's where it is now.
Yes.
By Farlingen, that is now.
What? First off, yes. Second off, I'm literally drawing the map as I go, so,
Well, once I realize that, I'll start going asking more poignant questions about, what was it, Breaker or something? With the second Morenalith?
Yeah, looking for the other Morenalith.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know where fiends hang out?
okay. So you basically let this being relatively high up, the precision will pass you. Yeah. Some people are definitely following. Plenty of the younger ladies are kind of...
Let's go watch manly men go blade wrestle sharks.
I'm just saying, if I was a lady, that's what I'd be into.
The cannon.
The cannon. Ah, yes. What was the other one then?
Bulkhead.
Ah, Bulkhead. Oh, yes. I'll ask about people about the cannon, or go hit some more bars and try to... It's like, I heard, this in the sea, and I heard tale once of, this old...
Heard tale.
Yes. Out in the Shattered Seas. Anyone else heard those stories? Except a lot more charismatic than me with huge numbers.
Heard
numbers. They're such big numbers.
Isn't it heard tell?
Also, the cannon's supposed to be the more aggressive of the two.
I thought Bulkhead was the stubborn.
Yeah, test Ryan on his notes. That's a good idea. You're sure to win.
Well, if I remember correctly, the cannon was supposed to be like a loose cannon.
Ryan, I believe in you. Don't you let me down.
Yeah, I thought Bulkhead was old and retired and under that river.
Yeah, he is the one in the river.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Up from the river.
So he's stops asking, "What are you doing?"
Well, I go look for the lord of the town still.
Okay, so you just keep making your way out.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in wrestling alligators. You can just shoot them with lightning.
Makes sense.
And it's like, you don't wrestle alligators? How do you screw your man? It's like, well, I conjure forth the basic elements of storms and use them to sunder my enemies.
Pansy boy.
If that's how you measure it.
Well, round here, the men of strength prove it. Thus there's the gold.
Well, I have lots of gold.
Really? How much gold do you walk around with?
I don't know. I never counted it. It's a lot. It's a pile of it.
It's so much I literally wouldn't notice it if it went missing.
And,
Where do you?
where are you staying? Falling down.
Where do you keep this
No
gold?
specific. I'll wait until it gets dark, and then I'll just pick whatever's nearby.
How does he process that?
Unless you have some place to suggest.
Oh, yes.
This fantastic bar.
You can, if you'd like to stay at my place this evening, you can be a guest of honor for your magic girly skills.
Where's your place?
Oh, I live...
I'm not going to turn that down.
You are such the...
Well,
It's an adventure.
it's like, oh, I'm not going to turn it down.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if in the tenets of the Book of Farthington that you wrote and made up, it's never turned down a free place to sleep.
It's like, hey, what could go wrong?
Farthington protects travelers.
Well, I live directly below the Kit's Barrent. It's, feisty house of ale, right below it, but it's just 2 levels above here.
Oh, alright. I'll keep it in mind.
And you keep making your way up.
Yep.
Past the Magic Guild.
I'll check for that place on my way up.
Yeah, it's easy enough to rowdy signs. Do you speak Dwarven?
I'm pretty sure no. No.
Most of it lost on you, but
I speak Undercommon.
yeah, most of it lost on you. But yeah, you can kind of tell rowdy alehouse as you walk by it. But yeah, so you make your way up another while, circling up the city.
Oh, is this where the Mages Guild was?
Yeah, you pass that. Until eventually start walking through an area.
Knock on the Mages Guild? 'Cause that's where he is, right?
Yeah,
Knock.
door opens.
Asked after the gnome investigator, Henwick.
What about him?
Well, I'm one of his traveling companions. I'd like to speak with him.
I'm shocked you didn't say employer.
Shuts the door on you. Now you've got a devil asking about you.
What do you want?
He just wanted to speak with you.
Okay. Close book.
You get a lot of quills.
You get a lot of visitors. He's really popular.
No. What is it?
They're having a big contest of strength where they go and wrestle sharks. And I think
Cool.
you would have a good showing if you went for it.
Oh, maybe some other year.
Just letting you know the offer's out there.
It's okay.
Apparently make you really popular. And they also pay out money.
Okay, I'll be done in like 2.5 days.
I'm going to go see who runs the city.
Good on you.
Gotta collect them stamps.
Now that I'm here, can you put
Also,
your name in my
he
book?
can't magically contact me.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want to waste it in case I needed it.
Right.
When I could just walk up here and ask about you.
Keep going up, and yeah, you eventually get. First, you notice some of the dwarf gods sort of standing on the side, giving you big stink eyes here.
Hey, my clothes are expensive.
Big stink eye.
Yeah,
I'll
but
just ask one of them. Who's in charge of this town? Like, is there the council, single individual, lord, lady, king, council of elders?
Make a
Artisans Guild?
persuasion check.
That's a 6. 15.
Your bonus is good enough. You're gonna make it.
I gave a plus 9.
Because he's wanting to be cheeky, but you're good.
I'm clearly a well-to-do noble. It would be a misgiving of his duties to besmirch me.
What is your background?
Sailor.
Makes sense.
It is. I am literally just a sailor. By profession.
I at least know where the cops and criminals hang out.
We are Caebris-nem.
So, Caebris.
Lord Nem would be in charge at this time.
Ah.
He's giving you an eye like you're an idiot.
And where does Lord Nem reside?
He resides atop the spire.
Well, then I'm heading the right way.
No, you're not.
Isn't this the top of the spire? Am I
Well, what was your name?
Erich Raspe Rauda. Famed adventurer, I'm sure you've heard of me. If not, you must not get out very much.
Make a luck check.
3, so I think that's a 6. Nope, I got +4 now. 7.
I've not heard of you.
Oh,
More importantly, I haven't got instruction that he was expecting any company today, so no one should be going through.
well, where's the spire?
This is the
So while
This is the Grand Spire!
So I'm at the top.
Caebris-nem, the Grand Spire!
Yes. So do I see like a fancy mansion?
No.
You're not all the way to the top yet either.
Yeah. No, it still circles up.
Well, then I can go up a little far and I'll try a different guard.
He's like, okay, then just walk past the guard and keep going up.
A few more give you stink eye before you get to some that literally just step out in the way with basically pole arm axes.
Yep. Well, I would like to seek an audience with the esteemed Lord Caebris-nem.
No one is expected today.
I'm a traveler of some renown. I'm sure if you pass it along, he'd want to see me.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
How many times can I botch this, right? 13, or whatever it is down there.
Poison carpet.
It's poison.
That doesn't count. You rolled it. Yeah. Only I can roll 3s. So 12.
So plus 9.
So I need 21. Yes. I'm very famous.
Boy!
Nick runs up.
We talked about that earlier. We're at the top of the spire.
You're slacking.
Yeah,
No, he wouldn't even be mad. He'd be proud. Make an adventure out of you yet. Now we just got to work on the quiet one. Doesn't want to do anything.
You're working.
A young dwarf runs up. And he kind of passes along. See if anyone's expecting an Erich Raspe. And you can make a luck check.
Now he rolls a 20.
No.
16. 20.
That's a 20 total. Because I do have +4 now.
Why do you have +4?
Because my last feat I took +2 to luck.
You didn't even take lucky, you just took the straight stat.
Lucky doesn't give me a bonus to luck.
I'm surprised you didn't add that in.
No, lucky already gives you enough bonus.
Yeah, lucky is already good.
No.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 rerolls
Yeah, it gives you 3 rerolls.
a day. Well, yeah, 20 total.
Yeah. What connect comes back? No one's expected it all today.
Are you sure you passed along my name?
Erich Raspe?
Yes, Erich Rauda Raspe. Famed adventurer, esteemed traveler, lord of mountains. I get around. I'm close acquaintances with the lady of that one drought town. I say the name. That it actually
Betterman.
Yes,
Yeah,
Betterman.
Boy kind of nods. Guy's like, perhaps keep her company.
Oh no, she was trying to push her daughter off of me last time.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, Mother Machin Sithrath.
Yeah, I don't remember her name. Personally, don't remember her name.
Yeah, it's Ryan. You just looked it up.
Yep.
Well, then I must impress upon you to deliver a request for a summons. I'll be here in a few days if you'd like to meet with me. But otherwise, I will be off again. The road recalls.
He'll lose his opportunity for him.
Yeah, and he'll miss
Make
out.
a luck check.
That's 10.
10 total.
Yes, because I got a 6.
Very well.
Pass along my message, or suffer the consequences.
Consider me suffering.
So this is like the top of the spire?
Yeah, you're pretty much, the top continues to be other.
So now
Noble
he has
homes
to be
and-
real childish and go to where the nobles hang out and pass the stories around so much that the king feels like a total dick for not meeting with this dude.
Basically, yeah, you're just below the noble homes and such.
Well, that is the plan.
Okay.
I've
So
got
they are literally blocking you from going in there.
From up?
Yeah.
Well, that's where the nobles are?
Yes.
That's where the nobles' homes are?
Yes.
Is that where nobles' taverns are?
If they are sticking among, unless they are deliberately mingling with others. Yes.
Oh, then I go and find a slightly less than noble taverns. And I tell stories there.
Just the next tavern down.
How do you do that?
With performance.
No, how do you locate that?
By asking around and looking for one.
It's like,
Make an investigation check.
I'm pretty sure that's a +1. +1. 15.
15.
Should have gone with luck.
Is enough to kind of give you are able to get the impression that basically, most nobles keep to themselves. Any of the ones out today are probably out of the shore, watching the month's festivities.
Well, then I go to the shore. I'm fast.
So you just start walking back.
No, I just take where's the road that leads to the ocean? It's down there in the ground, right?
Yes.
I take the express route.
You just jump up.
another down the shore. Step up.
Because he already went up
We'll
the
get back to you.
There's no adventure if you go up the stairs
Just look at the
twice.
guards like, I see. So they're down there? Yeah, that's where they'd be. Okay. And I'll fly off.
Well, fall stylishly and stop slowly.
I could actually fly, if I wanted to.
Now, do you actually just cast random level 1 spell, or do you just cast Featherfall?
I cast Thunderclap.
Ah.
Wait, no, level 1's Thunder Wave? Yes, Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Doesn't that damage things around you?
If they were within range, yeah.
What's the range?
10 feet. And otherwise, I'd have to use something else.
Like Featherfall?
Like Featherfall. Or Investiture of Wind. Which is a much higher level spell.
Well, doesn't any spell that has a level give you the 10-foot fly speed?
Yes, Investiture of Wind sure gives me a fly speed. It's one of the features of the spell.
Hmm.
Lets me fly, brings wind around me, lets me shoot wind at people. Disadvantage on range attacks against me.
Really, for as much as you love lightning, very few of your spells actually have it. They're
That's
almost all
because the D&D's
sonic and wind.
D&D's prejudiced.
Towards fire.
And prejudice against lightning.
Yeah.
No, wouldn't it be against acid?
No, it's just that's just bargain bin. So therefore, it's worse.
You are writing spells.
I'm investigating.
It's a very long process.
What are you investigating again?
About canon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually trying to move the
Yeah,
plot
you're
along.
trying to. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
3 years later.
You over there are working at the forges, right? You need a con save.
Con?
Should be a good save.
I think I get advantage on it.
You're a fighter.
You almost surely get your proficiency.
Right.
Oh no, that's persuasion checks. Constitution. Is that a 5 right now? So that number is way off. 24.
Okay. So you take 10 fire damage, and you may make a...
Hold on 1 second. No.
And you may make a dexterity smithing check
Why is it dexterity?
because of what the work that they are having you do.
That's not what I do.
I know.
Do I get my proficiency?
No, I believe you're still working on trying to become proficient at this.
Then it's just a 12.
Well, alright.
Unless it's a save, in which case I get 13.
But they'll keep you working.
They're
What's
being
the
dicks
point?
about it.
They shouldn't be. They like me more, because I'm wearing a belt that says so.
But work hard. The fact is that you managed to be here right now.
Yeah, they didn't just straight up say no. So these guys
You
are
are getting
more,
a chance. You have to prove yourself.
yeah. So these guys are way more outwardly racist than the other dwarf town, where they're just passively racist.
Well, it really depends on how you look at things.
Them being racist.
You'd have to assess that over time. I mean, really, you don't have no idea if it's about the race.
Hmm.
He's not one of the Forge's Smith, and he comes in here saying,
No one
"Here, you should teach me. I deserve it."
And basically, we're talking about degrees. How many levels of racial hatred did they take?
David's favorite feat.
Because if you took 6, you have to kill them on sight.
What's wrong with David?
That wasn't David, it
Ryan's
was
fault.
these two.
Who allowed it in the game that they were designing? Was it David?
Well, they brought her up, and he said, "Okay, it's gonna be a penalty." And they're like, "We don't care."
We dislike elves. Why do you spend all your time in the Elven City? So we can express it.
So, you land near the base of the spire as about halfway through this procession of these almost naked dwarves are actually walking out.
Cool.
As they have marched their way down the circle.
Aha!
She went to the top, messed around, and jumped off the edge.
Alright.
Is that one dwarf who called him a sissy magic man there?
No.
That would be funny.
Nope, he is not going out for the event.
Just, yes, you
he's
and your
preparing-
sissy magics. As
He's
he,
preparing a special guest for him.
For the man that walks around with so much money he can't count it.
No.
Just can't be bothered.
Yeah, so yeah, they're kind of... Them and admirers are marching down a road west.
Well, yeah. Try and mingle with the fanciest crowd. Make, what is that? Rub elbows?
Mhm.
Smooths?
a schmoozing
You have a
truck?
bit of difficulty finding many of the males that might be of that persuasion.
That's fine.
Most of them being hard to distinguish.
The ladies are fine. I'm not trying to seduce them.
No, basically them being hard to distinguish as
everyone's in their
as
underwear.
everyone's in their underwear. So whether they're wealthy or not, they're
Look for the ones with the fanciest beards. I mean, that's obviously how dwarves work. It's a hierarchical race based on beard length.
Yeah. See,
Am I
who
reading?
has platinum kind of braided into their hair.
well. Right now, you're starting to look like a lot of the dwarves that are around you. Maybe a longer beard, but it's scorched and burned in spots and not looking very fancy.
That's fine. It'll grow back by tomorrow.
So do these guys going out to wrestle sharks look pumped up?
Yes.
Okay. Pump them up more.
Rousing performance of wrestle those sharks. Take
I
it
mean,
to
yeah, I
them.
know about it. I know about dwarves, and they're here to wrestle sharks. So yeah, let's pump them up. I have experience pumping up dwarves for craziness.
Yes, you do.
I have experience. So that's what I do. I just, I'm not going to do anything. I find like 2 or 3 that are next to each other and start pumping them specifically up, talking about how great dwarves are. These sharks don't stand a chance.
Yeah!
And just try to let it spread.
Yeah, so, 28.
He doubled down on performance.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I tell them the story of Grimgor Sharkbane, legendary dwarf shark wrestler. And how they should all aspire to be him because he made everyone jealous about how they
His
wrestle
name is
sharks.
Grimgul, sounds like an orc.
I think for once, he's making up a story.
Nah, it's a guy in it. I met him on the ship once. Should have seen it. Bad storm, shark was up on the deck, worst nurse decision that the shark ever made.
Because he proceeded just to punch that shark to death.
Oh yeah, the shark went up, it went down, it broke through 3 decks, and that was only the beginning.
The ship must have sank.
It did. Well, it was. It broke straight in half. He hit that shark into the keel, snapped the whole thing in half, but then, I tell you what, he just grabbed 2 ropes and held it together the whole way home.
3 days and 3 nights.
I could do that.
Yeah, these
Make a luck check, Jimmy.
There you go. That's a good one.
You spend hours
Just hitting bar to bar, asking questions of sailormen.
I've heard the name Cannon. Skeletal Broad. Territorial.
Yeah, that sounds about right. From what I've heard. Or heard being dreams. I don't mention that to him.
I sailed on a ship. She aided with much. Didn't speak to her much. She dealt with, those in charge, but I remember she gave me the willies.
You can cure that up with a round of antibiotics.
So, do you know where she keeps around now, or if she still just works for hire?
No idea. Looked like she was on death's door. Probably died.
Yeah. Try to get what information about her I can from him. Just what did she do?
She led that ship.
What were you searching for? Or
I wasn't searching for anything. I was manning the ropes, keeping things from falling apart. Just doing my job.
okay. Who's the captain?
Captain. It's a graybeard.
David. Do you know where he is now?
He is dead. Saw that.
What killed him?
I think it was poison or something. Something from whatever that island they managed to drag themselves up onto.
And that was during that venture?
Oh, yes.
Ah. So, some poison island. Off in the sea.
Somewhere.
Ask if he has maps of the sea or charts or anything like that.
Nothing I've got, no.
Yeah. Well,
Plus, of course, with the ice and such, it's hard to map too much what's currently
around,
accessible.
like, is the whole of the Shire Chief mostly ice or just around that one island?
Well, no, yeah, it's
It's
ice.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's like, so, main lead's dead. I ask about the first mate if he's still alive, but I'm guessing.
Probably. I mean, I don't keep up. I'm retired in a number of years. I don't keep up too much with them.
Well, thank you for your time. I'll expand my search parameters to include Greybeard and Greybeard's first mate and people who've sailed with them, and try tracking down leads.
Oh, jeez, told me I had access to somebody who was a professional investigator.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, it might be.
He's busy.
But I doubt it. So far, I found in this game when you try to let your numbers roll and ask pointed questions that you as a person don't know but your character might, it usually doesn't work in your favor.
You aren't rolling enough dice.
I'm not allowed to roll enough dice. It's like I keep prompting for dice rolls, but...
Yeah, don't ask, just roll. This is my result. Give me things.
Yes.
He does that all the time.
Yeah, this is what I got.
Which is particularly funny because he rolls dice so poorly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fear nothing.
I just figured you didn't like that.
Paladin. We need another round of con save dex check.
28. And natural 20 on the dex check. So
Oh,
22.
You're in the zone.
So that's 11 fire damage. And you seem to be making a bit more progress that they seem pleased with. As far as the actual work.
Hit wind? No.
Yeah, it seems like you're going to keep taking more damage now.
Well, I have 124 health right now.
Yeah.
That's more than me.
11.
You continue marching and talking. Apparently it's a couple miles between the actual...
Well, yeah, but I'm like an expert walker.
Yes. Just pointing out, it's taking a minute. Because it's also not just you walking, it's you amongst a procession
Well, that's
walking.
fine. I get to know these guys.
Yeah.
Take like these dwarves that can directly hear me. It's like I'm going to root for that guy specifically because I'm pumping him up with great stories. I'm expecting great things out of you for no other reason than you are clearly the most.
And you
capable
happen to
dwarf
be
here.
standing next to me.
Making you the most important and capable dwarf in this entire procession. Clearly. Alright, make it-
Continue asking around. Continue copying spell. What are you copying, by the way? Because I'm guessing it's because I basically they give you permission that if you had a scroll to turn in, you could copy out of a book.
Yeah. I told you last time, but mirror image, hypnotic pattern, thunderstep, water breathing, black tentacles, greater invisibility, dimension door.
Okay. Okay. Let's go with another round of those.
Yay. I wish they'd stop doing dex. That's stupid. 28 con. Yeah, that was a bad roll. 11 dex.
So it's 10 fire damage. So around the time, basically, you're getting to, like, people are starting to gather up on a little shore. You basically, the path goes down to a small kind of, not even quite a village. It's like 3 buildings and some docks. But they're kind of gathering off, to the, as walking towards it to the left, so just south of it, along this actual shore. And you can now actually see that the shattered sea is as such because it is just jagged bits of ice floating atop.
Oh, that's neat.
But yeah, people are starting to gather and, sort of, just getting... Basically, you...
Imagine people stomping their feet and doing some sort of chant.
What, like a haka?
Make an intelligence medicine check.
+1. 8.
That water's gonna be cold.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's not trying to do...
Wisdom 0. Wisdom 0, yeah.
Well, you said intelligence.
He said intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence, then medicine. So in other words, if you're professional in medicine, you get that. Because it is knowledge of medicine, not actually doing anything medicine. Yeah, no,
It's not that cold.
yeah, no, they're basically, they're just kind of trying to be active.
Oh.
Yeah.
When do they strap on the razor blades?
Wait.
People are still gathering towards.
This is like an ice sea, right?
Yes.
But it's not cold.
Or at least you haven't mentioned to any of us that it's been extraordinarily cold.
Or
so
no,
far.
specifically, the last time I was around ice, I did not have resistance to cold damage. It literally, to me, isn't cold.
Or definitely not as cold as it was last time.
It's like, there's a lot of ice for it being so warm out here.
You get a few. Well, if you're so tough, why don't you jump in with them?
How long does it take?
Those that come up, usually not more than an hour.
I'm in. Sold. I thought this was a dwarf-only thing.
We're just mostly dwarves that live here.
Alright, yeah, so I have to sign up or I just jump in?
Nope, they'll be, stripping down and strapping on blades here soon.
Well, that sounds like something I get into.
If you're new to it, the eyes glow. That's what you're looking for.
Let's go wrestle sharks. With lightning bolts.
Yes, lightning underwater. Perfect.
What are you talking about? It's magic. It goes in a straight line because that's what it says.
That's whatever I say, because that's what I say.
Yep. DM is free to expand the effects of the spell.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to
Make an investigation check.
Probably 8.
Yeah,
I'm not good at this. I don't have my trained investigator with me, but I know someone needs to do this job.
Yep.
That's why he's usually my partner in crime.
Mm-hmm.
I roll those checks. He does the other stuff.
Yeah, no. Not finding too much aware of any of that. Let's do another round from you with our Kevin.
I'm going to re-roll this save. I'm allowed to. I rolled a natural 1. I got 11.
Well, I rolled really low on the damage this time, so.
And 15 on the dex.
Oh, good. That's 17 fire damage.
I don't like this interactive shit we got going on here. I'm fine with the fire damage. I don't like that they're making me do dex checks as opposed to what the thing actually is.
Unlike most of what you have trained for thus far has been the physical, just can I move this metal. They are actually teaching you craft and how to make something that looks nice.
And how is it that I've been working with expert crafters and gained actually experience crafting with carry this?
No.
Shouldn't I be proficient at hauling?
No, you're proficient at swinging that hammer to get that thing thin. Now they're dexing you to fold little things in it.
Whatever.
There are various aspects to the process, and
This is dumb.
Well,
the
Because of
strength
the dex
one,
specifically.
the strength aspect of it, I am actually taking at the assumption that you succeed, and I am not having you roll both.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. You should have told me that at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
It would have
You have a
way
20
less
in this.
bitching.
You have a 20 in the strength. I'm like, I think you basically have a 5% chance of failing that one. So, I'm like, you're basically going to get that part.
That would have led to way less bitching, just saying.
Okay. Well, we got around to it, and we're only like halfway through this, so.
And if the strength is carrying it, it probably doesn't even count because of my 600-pound carry limit.
Yeah, there's that. But a lot of it is, like you said, it's finding, getting it to the right thinness. It's now now getting it exactly right once it's at the point where it needs to be.
Okie dokie.
yeah, because freaking those proficiencies aren't actually tied to a stat. So it's whatever the DM says at the moment.
Your braiding ceramite.
And in fact, a lot of them that are, they actually give multiple examples for different uses with different sets. But yeah, as the tail end of the group coming out sort of gathers around, dwarves start basically taking off the rest of their clothes and are handed what is basically, let's see,
Klingon warblades.
basically whether bracelets or bracers or cuffs, and some of them are just putting one on an arm, others are like showing off both ankles, both arms, basically.
So
just basically.
why is everyone naked? Is that just because?
Yeah, you just kind of get some.
Is that just to show off?
Well, that's how you go.
But why?
'Cause that's what a man would do.
But why?
Traditionally,
Because we're men.
because we're men, and
And like all the bracelets are basically the bracelets are larger, and the blades are basically against the flesh, pointing inward.
Like little barbs to latch on with.
Well, no, literally pointing into themselves.
Yeah.
It is a restrictor.
Yeah, these are to
These
make
are
you
to
bleed.
cut you and to churn the water.
Oh,
But are you the one churning it, or is it those around you?
Chum?
Yeah.
Chum the water.
Churning being stirring, and chumming being actually chunks of meat. You don't want to be the chunks of meat.
Which will you be?
But yeah, otherwise, as they're doing that, various levels of showing off and sort of lining up at like the shore's edge, sort of backing off as the low surf that barely moves, but sort of putting close to it without. They seem to think it's cold.
is it cold? No.
You are aware that yes, it is probably cold.
This is less. It's less cold than it used to.
You are smart enough to know that it is cold. You can tell
New body,
it is
new
cold.
perks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically guys trying to have adrenaline as they're getting ready to delve into water that could shock their system into just stopping.
Yeah, it's still hard to remember that you're a tiefling now.
And it's like, oh yes.
I gave him a new little thing for you guys to see, so he's
Yeah.
I actually think that my character would be fine in this.
Just look over to the other guys like
You're busy.
Yeah, I know, but I specifically
You
get resistances to cold. But not like to just temperature, not actually resistance.
From Goliath?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're mountain people.
It's like I'm comfortable down to like -5 or something stupid like that.
Comfortable. So it's like, yeah, up
Yeah.
to that point, that's sweatshirt weather, man. It's like, it's -5. Oh, maybe I'll put on a jacket.
We continue around.
Shirt time.
We'll do another round from you.
13 on the con and 12 on the dex.
Okay. So that's 23 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and suck at wind. Oh, that's minus 9 minus plus 11 minus 12. Nice.
And I will point out with this is a thing, basically those alongside you are basically doing the same thing in what is open forges, and just, like, literally this is just you keeping up with those around you.
Yeah.
Just pointing out, as far as...
They're not targeting you. Everyone's taking
Yeah.
fire damage.
I'm now at a third of my... I've taken a third of my health and damage. I have 2/3 left.
And you're further... Further? You are farther than a third through the progression on your work for the day.
I have no more heals left.
Well, they surely wouldn't let you kill yourself.
You are
Yes,
allowed to back off at any time you want.
No.
Yeah. It's like, no one is forcing you to stay. Just in his comment of that, it's like...
No, if you somehow
I am almost
commit
assuming
suicide
that
on
you're going to
floor.
start looking at this could kill me, that you would possibly make that decision. But, I mean, obviously, you're not near that yet.
No, not yet.
He's still not having too much luck. And at a certain point, when everyone seems to have selected, what kind of
Was there like
Self-
lockers or whatever?
things are basically just sort of piled up on the ground.
Well, then I'm just going to stuff all this into my bag.
Okay. Most people, by the way,
And I'm gonna
literally came out
There you
with
go.
only their underwear, so they didn't have too
stuff
much.
things in bag, stuff bag in hole. Hole's magic. Hole is water.
Bag is not magic?
No.
Okay, just
I have a normal bag.
okay.
I have normal things. So the only thing I'm going to have out is, I don't know, where do I put,
Well, you can always put it in Gallad's back pocket.
it's like, yeah, I have to wear something because I have to have a place to put the cloth of hole cloth.
You could get like 2
Wait,
bracelets
it's like 6 feet wide diameter, right?
well, you
Yeah,
fold it
I'd
up.
bandana that. I'm a pirate. I'm a sailor by profession. I know how to tie a bandana.
Yeah.
Portable head
It's
gear.
maybe a little extra hard because I'm going to have to get it around the horns, so I have to kind of like...
Yeah, I
flaunt it a
would
bit.
say do it under the chin just so it can't fly off.
You can use your horns to both take advantage of the fact that you have way more fabric than you need,
Yeah.
and secure it around.
Yeah, there we go. Otherwise, the only other thing I'll have is my compass.
Where are you holding that? Are you just going to be handing it?
I'll just have it like on a thong
Your-
around the waist.
Your compass could go in the hole.
I feel like that's not proper.
You know the compass will not point to anything new right now. It's busy.
Oh, that's true. I guess I'll put it in a hole.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it.
So right now, it's all or nothing. Either you lose the portable with everything, or...
Yeah.
Show up to that guy's house naked. Hey, you said I could stay.
What happens? I've lost my stuff.
Well, you convinced me to try!
And I got robbed.
By a shark. That's fine. I'm gonna send some people in after it. Me the next day. Goddamn stupid freaking Erich.
Nobody told me there was a shark mafia down here.
And, yeah, with a blast of that horn that you'd heard before, everyone kind of just moves forward into the water. Many of them, a few of them even getting, waist high and giving up. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah, bebes.
but yeah, basically just literally pushing, as they're going through. It's very,
Chunky water?
very thin ice right at the shore, but it, probably by the time it's to your chest, you're literally having to push physical chunks of ice.
Well, then you just wonder it.
Yeah. But you have to literally push chunks of ice to get under it.
Well, yeah. Then once you're under it, you're fine.
Do you breathe water?
No.
Because then you have to keep up
Going
and
up.
down through the ice.
Well, that's easy. You sonic blast it.
Well, there are, the holes, but yeah,
Yeah.
it is broken ice, but it is still...
I'm trained in athletics.
Can get in your way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's no swim skills, just athletics.
And you never
Good.
picked up that ring.
Swimming?
Yeah.
No.
And we're here so I can
No,
learn
as a
water
sailor,
breathing.
I kind of felt that a ring of swimming was cheating. Same reason I don't have like a ring of walking more easy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of cheating. I mean, this sort of exertion is supposed to be hard.
Physical exertion, that's why I learned necromancy.
And what blade option did you take?
Do all of them cut me?
Yes, all of them would cut you. But some people are loading up a bunch of them. Some people are...
Well, I don't want to be cut.
Have to get a little cut.
Well, if they're going to heal me damage, I'm not going to put them on.
Well, they don't deal damage by being put on. They deal damage if you...
Well, yeah.
Put one on your tail. Just don't move it.
That's not... You can't just not move it. It's a thing that's attached to you. If it's going to cut you, it's going to cut you.
Yeah.
My HPs are precious. I'll not scatter them for no reason.
Attach it to your hair.
Besides, everyone else is bleeding. What do I need to
So
do?
you take a blade. They're not going to let you participate with nothing.
Then yeah.
But
take
it's fine.
a blade.
But yeah.
Then I'll take a blade.
Okay.
If I must. Do I get to keep this?
Typically, but I suppose if you do well, I'm not going to tell you no.
If you beat a shark to death with your bare hands with this blade on your arm, we'll probably
I'm not going to stop you. So basically, the organizers, the group of other men up here that are kind of just sort of like there are people that are kind of along the shore and keeping track. You've been around enough to gather. First off, it is also just by the attitude of the start that there is. That is a race, that there is time that is involved. You've been told enough to know that there are monetary prizes. You're told enough to know that basically because the sharks are used, there is reward just for bringing one up, even if you do not get in the...
Because they're big? The sharks are huge?
No, not large, but they are the meat. They are utilized by the town. So even if you fail in a timely manner for the prestige, it's still...
So is the goal to kill big shark, kill mini sharks fast?
You're just kind of asking this as people are starting.
It's like, so what
what's
are we
the
doing
goal?
here?
Like more sharks, big sharks? Is it a
Most folks get to one and take it up, obviously, because it's going to be more
so
impressive.
if you get
but,
more than one, that's fine too.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen someone do that.
I have a goal.
He's gonna be with this leader of town. Just so many shock sharks, like, yeah.
Big shark. One
Make an investigation check.
It's like bite my arm and then lightning bolt. That's gotta be
6.
extra damage.
Hold on. No. When I've been doing this, I realize I need to be smarter today. I go ahead and cast Owl's Intelligence or whatever it is on myself. There we go. 19.
Get that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Very bad.
Levels up on the heart teaches you how to yell real good.
He died. Some sort of treasure hunt.
Yes, I heard he hired a spooky skeleton witch lady called Cannon.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. No, he ran off seeking treasure. And the rest of the crew came back without him.
Mm.
Always figured they just decided to kill him. Madman kind of thing. Just kind of... Sure, there's treasure out there on the seas.
Well, I try to pump him for information on the rest of the crew and or Cannon. Or if you know any more about the specific treasure he was talking about, or where we might find that kind of island.
There's no treasure out there. That's sad.
So definitely treasure is what I'm hearing.
My goals are find out where Cannon is, find out where crew members of Greybeard are, to find out where Cannon is, to find out where the island was, to maybe get a link to Cannon, and yeah, I think that's it. Those are...
You have more information.
Cannon Morenolith deals with, Haiti, or Hell...
It's nothing you're going to remember.
Yeah. It's like, if my character knows it, he says it. I don't know everything my character does. I don't remember as much as he does. Has anyone ever worked with a bulkhead? By name? No? I don't believe we know anything else about the Shattered Seas. Do you know about mind flares? I got nothing, man.
Just grasping at straws.
I don't know how.
Slipping right through his grasp.
So yeah, 19. Probably the highest I can get, but
Not good enough.
mhm.
27 con, 12 dex. Not doing great on the dex.
40 damage.
First of all,
10
stop
damage.
I was close.
You know how I can tell I don't want your help? You're helping.
It's good.
Except for when you help, your help is helpful to me. Stop helping Adam. You specifically.
As you're going through the day, you end up with
Writer's cramp.
dwarf. A youthful, dwarven sort of mage. Kind of almost interested in you as being different.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
Somebody's got
Oh,
a
yeah?
checklist.
Play him in a game of Pinnacles.
Say what?
You're no around here.
Yes, this is my first time to join this particular guild house.
Oh. Where are you from then?
Huh? Well, I'm from Warrenhide. I'm a deep gnome, if you
Heard of
can.
that language.
If the I first joined the guild in Narmixel.
I have a cousin there.
Oh. Maybe say I might know them, depending on who they are.
Josemin?
No, I don't seem to have come across them.
I'm picturing in my mind, this is how your very low charismatic, high intelligence character does. He just looks off in the distance. You hear it clacking from somewhere. It's like, nope, don't know them. As you're just cycling through a Rolodex.
No, I'd probably flip open a notebook and just be like, not Josenin, nope. And who are you, young
As
man?
you open up a new page.
Penelope?
It's a boy, right?
No.
Oh,
It's a
girl?
mage. He said young mage, sounded like maid, thought girl, then went no, probably a boy. Because he didn't say maid, he said mage, and now it's a girl again.
I think it said young mage girl, but...
Young mage.
Well, I thought it.
As I've
You, I'm
explained to
sure,
many
have lost
people,
out
that
lots of
doesn't
details.
count.
I assure you, if you could figure out how to read my mind, this world would seem much more fleshed out.
If I could figure out how to read your mind, first of all, I would never tell you. Second of all, it would be really funny for me. I would just start handing you things that you were thinking you needed.
Well,
Is that what you do?
well, loyal Penelope of many resources, what have you been up to? I'm currently in the process of expanding my spellbook.
I've been working with pens.
Mm-hmm. So, do they allow you to store more ink or what? And what? How far have you come in your studies? Have you chosen a specialty yet?
Yeah.
And
I
what?
make things.
Oh, you're a maker. Have you spoken with any tinker gnomes?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Not by name.
Well, how far have you come in your studies?
Ted shuffles up a book. Grabs through as far as like half the book hangs open. It's blank.
Mage hand just flip through. Let's see if there's anything.
Yeah, it's. I mean, without dedicated time into it, you don't necessarily gather immediately what is what.
Alright, so it seems to be kind of like notation.
It's yes, spell note kind of things. Arcane writings, enough that it actually takes time to... you don't quite gather from flipping through. You have to...
Yeah.
Basically, page is all a thing rather than, just reading a few words. Yeah.
I go ahead and show her kind of where I am in my writing. And so I'm going from this tome and writing it here, and I'm using my own fluorescent inks. Yes. And this is developed with mushrooms that we have in my hometown. You can get other, huh? Told you I'm from Warrenheim.
Oh.
We're near-ish Narmexel.
Okay.
If you have any...
Got any more of that ink?
Yeah, well, that's what I've been using.
I thought you've been using their ink.
Yes.
He has to use both.
Yeah.
Because basically he needs some of the symbols to actually illuminate, while the rest of it is literally black pages with black ink on it.
Mm-hmm.
So their black ink works fine, but he has to use some of his own ink to do the glowy bits.
Yeah. So I have to mix. I'm just using theirs as the bulk base of my ink.
Because literally, most of his book is symbols that you literally cannot see. Because it's black ink on black pages. And he is very free with does anyone want a copy from my book?
I've encoded it hardcore, but...
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to be accommodating to people in the Mages Guild since...
But it's not.
I'm still a wizard.
Trade you some ink for a pen.
Ink for a pen? If you'll want to study it, but yeah, I'll whatever, give her a bit of ink.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll trade you.
It's okay.
And you're probably at this point, I'll say for you, maybe a third through this day. The pen enables... I should read through. I'm basing it on an existing...
I'm calling it Penelope's pen.
That's alliteration. Half time to copy spells into your spellbook.
Neat. That's quarter time if I already know them. And if it's necromancy, it's even lower.
It does not stack with the necromancy bonus. It is literally the same bonus as the necromancy bonus. So... But, well, the gold for the rest is still the same. It still does put it at.
Neat.
Yeah. All the spells now getting that.
Well, that'll cut down some of my time. Thank you, noble Penelope.
Mm-hmm. She's kind of looking at the new fluorescent ink. Kind of absent-mindedly.
She's real young, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A human comparison would have her about 12.
Yeah.
But for a dwarf, yeah, it's like ages are a different rate. But yeah, as far as maturity, about 12.
Yeah. I say.
She's already enchanting, something every mage would want.
Yes.
And just like, yeah. Thank you, Penelope. Also, have faith in your future husband.
Wait, what? Just random things like, but you're a girl. You're only as good as whatever man you ever find.
Well, he's going to be blessed by the gods.
Is it a reference based on the name I chose?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I gathered. It's like, I don't know the reference, but...
I tell her about this context of setting up axe heads and having them shoot an arrow through it.
Ah, yes.
Freaking Odysseus.
It was classic. I was thinking it was something JoJo's stupid, but no, he went classic on us.
Yeah.
Just to throw us off the scent.
You were thinking Rocky when I went Iliad.
So, to begin with you,
Yep.
we'll just go with an investigation check to see how long things are going to take here.
To what?
Find a shark.
Yeah.
Well, I figure I'll just wait for one to show up. Wouldn't that be luck?
18.
Oh. +1. So that's 19 for
19?
investigation.
Doing well to start, at least.
Apparently, sitting on ass and waiting for sharks to come to you is how you find them. With the highest chances of
You're
success.
probably just swimming straight out.
Like,
Well, I started at this pointed line, must be this way.
that makes sense.
Everyone else too cold, not wanting to shove ice aside.
Well, yeah, just egg them on. Come on, lads. Are you dwarves or elves?
Just random arrow from the shore.
Just splitting out in front of them with swim checks. Yes.
Let's do with, no, you don't need a check at this point. You know, it's just more, you're moving from place to place and having...
If nothing else, I'm gathering details I can feed to Ryan later.
For one, let's say, you gather, this is not a huge... This is a couple miles from a small dock that a few ships will occasionally go out of. This isn't a port town. This isn't... Yeah.
Live that close to the sea and don't use it much. My God. But yeah.
Very, strong limits as to what can be found through it. It's not the easiest to navigate sea. It's not...
Well, then I'll expand thing to other ports on the Shattered Sea if there is a more commercial hub of water travel, if not here.
Okay. Let's do another round of forging.
29 and 5.
11 fire damage.
I rolled cold.
Let's do athletics.
I get +5. That looks like 8.
No, that's a 3.
Yeah, so 8.
No, okay.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was looking at the 3, and 3 looks very much like an 8.
Why would you speak out loud the number on the dice? That would be a silly thing to say out loud. That would just confuse me to thinking you had a lower number.
No.
Well, I don't, he often leans over as if he cannot see the dice.
Well, I can't. It's all the way over there.
Yeah, exactly.
My vision's garbage.
You probably move that box closer.
Yeah, it's mostly you rolling it.
Well, I just roll more
I
dice.
use it too.
Well, yeah, but now it's in between both of you.
Yeah. It's like, really, the idea is, those that have trouble with rolling things off the table, don't roll things off the table.
Not a very good swim check.
No.
I like checking stuff.
Yeah. And let's do a con save as well.
Here, shark.
With the... No, you just have half damage.
Another 3. So I get 7, 10. +7.
Don't you not have any of your magical stuff on?
That's true. +6, 9.
So that is 11 cold damage, so I guess that's 5 for you.
Yes. I have resistance to cold damage.
And you may make an investigation.
Very sneaky.
18.
You do confirm that Onyx is one of the other port towns.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get a feeling that no one knows of like any like major port. That's you're going through a couple hours and aren't necessarily knowing of like that if they're already what I mean. What we have is pretty normal, right?
Okay, so maybe a side trip to Onyx after this to investigate there, but still, I figure that's how I'll spend my next couple days. Like, I'll spread up and down the spire as much as possible, but until Ryan gets done.
Let's do some more forging over there.
Uh, 17 on the con, and 7 on the dex.
That's 25 fire damage. Let's see. You did not pass that one yet, so you need another athletics check.
Yo-ho, yo-ho. 17.
17 and a con save.
Another 3. 9.
So 7, which becomes 3 cold damage.
All is
continue
well.
working. Things are going much faster for you. Basically, I think you'd worked almost a full day yesterday, and then you're, I guess, at a third through today, so as far as you recalculating out how long the rest of it's going to take now that you're dividing the remaining time in half.
I gave myself 12 hours yesterday. How many would you say?
I'd go with 15.
15 hours yesterday.
Okay. Another round on you.
And I did 5 hours today.
20 on my con save, and 22 with a natural 20 on my dex.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
I think that's your second natural 20 on your dex save. I think you are...
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's actually going to be... 11 fire damage.
Don't you have resistance as a spell? Or does that only last like a minute?
Absorb elements and its reaction for 1 round.
So maybe next time.
And technically this is damage over time. These are...
Yeah.
You've now spent several hours halfway in a massive forge.
So when he's about to pour the molten iron on him, he can go absorb elements, because I see that coming. That's going to burn.
I don't know. Does anyone else in the dwarves take breaks at all?
Some of them have quit for the day, but you kind of get that feeling of,
If I quit, I can't come back.
Yeah, it's like, this is, what we're doing today.
How far through the day am I?
You are nearly through the day. You're basically at the point where you're thinking things are pretty good for what you've done. You're pretty confident you've just made the best thing you've ever made. That's kind of where you're at right there.
Okay. I'm just wondering how much of the day is left.
Okay.
Because of how much health I have left.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No. You succeeded that one, so you're on to a dexterity save.
I'm not proficient in those. 7.
7.
Local sorcerer casts Foresight.
That is 7 slashing damage.
From what?
From the blade.
Take it off at this point. Well, I guess I don't need to. I have blood. I'm already bleeding, right? So it's fine. 7 damage.
You need to make an investigation check.
I do?
Yes.
This is gonna be bad.
Maybe.
17.
Still better than mine.
You should have okay intelligence.
Oh, I got 14.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're keeping on working there. You're copying stuff over.
So
You find a pair of glowing eyes up ahead of you.
How far away is it?
Ooh, 40 feet.
That's within range.
Well, yeah.
So I have ever so slight feeling you didn't like that we blew through your last chase scene of skill checks, so you've reintroduced it to a new thing.
I just tried to come up with some fun things to do while he's copying spells for a long time. And I gave him a new magic item because apparently it was going to take longer than even I thought.
Well, I have to go to sleep, so I don't get 24 hours in a day.
Give him a magic item, makes him not sleep.
They got potions for that.
I thought they had ring of substance and stuff, and that made you only have to sleep like 2 hours.
Yeah, if I had that.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably attuned.
Okay, so there's a shark
Probably.
headed towards you.
Cool. You speak with animals.
I know, right?
You're underwater, dingus.
I can speak Aquan. I speak Primordial, which definitely works underwater.
Okay. What do you say?
Blub blub blub.
To the shark.
Well, I ask him how he's doing.
So,
Nice day out here in the sea.
plenty of blood in the water.
Doing hungry.
Oh yeah, lots of dwarves over that way. Want me to show you where?
I should. No, I'm going to. I'm going to do what I should do.
What, intelligence check for the shark?
No, but 10 misses you as it tries to bite you.
No.
That was a bad plan.
Poor move. How big is this shark?
It's probably about 7 feet long.
So it's like normal shark size?
Yeah.
It's not like jumbo mega huge shark?
You're like, we could have been friends.
We could have been friends.
You know what you don't do to friends?
That's right. You don't bite friends.
Bonk
Shoot
him
your
with
nose.
a lightning bolt.
A little excessive, but
It's a third level spell.
you only have
It's
four.
one of my lowest level spells.
That is not true. If you had
It's
like
objectively true.
if you had like 7th level spells, then 3rd level spells would be one of your lower spells.
it does damage. It does 8d6 damage. I'm okay with that. I'll use it as a third level spell. I won't upcast it.
Screw you in this general line of area, water.
You and everything in that direction for 100 feet.
If he had another shark, it'd be funny if he had another shark. Luck check to see if you hit 2 sharks.
Well, I only saw the one.
Still hits
So
it.
let's get lightning
Yeah, it
bolt.
doesn't necessarily mean you can't hit
Is it
one.
hard to cast spells underwater?
Well, it's not.
It's hard to speak to cast spells underwater.
It's easy. I spent a sorcery point.
It's like that is your complication.
That's like I just wave my hand. I don't even have to. I can just stare at it and strike a pose underwater.
In case someone sees.
8d6.
There are other dwarves semi around.
Are they?
Well, hopefully not
Yeah.
in this line.
That's only 4.
Yes.
You'd have to roll them twice.
There you go.
Roll those twice.
Why?
Some of
Because
these are
you're
way
cursed.
too similar to those.
He doesn't need those.
I just need to be able to identify my dice from his, and this one looks the same as those.
12, 24, 28, 29 lightning damage. Zap.
And you now have a mangled. Did you need a hit?
No.
I guess a dex.
Reflex
Dex-
save?
a reflex, okay.
Yeah, dex save to avoid damage.
To half damage at best. If fails.
Dexterity, does 4 succeed?
No.
You have a somewhat mangled shark corpse with a burnt hole straight through it.
Nice. Alright, it's a shark corpse. It floats. Because fishes... No, sharks sink. So I get him up to the surface.
Okay.
Is there ice?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. The whole shark. Go look for another one.
You pull out onto the ice, push the...
It's fine.
I thought you didn't like gross things in there.
Well, this is a trophy. So it's special.
Like, it's my gross thing.
Yeah, well, it's not rotting flesh yet.
Actually,
Actually, yeah. Put in some ice there, too. Let's pack this thing in. Throw some ice, just to make sure it doesn't get warm inside there.
Easy enough.
Yeah, just... Thunderclap.
You do generally notice if a dwarf gets a shark, they try to preserve its condition and they are swimming back with it in arm.
Oh, I go look for another shark.
Maybe not use that spell. Use something a lot less destructive to the meat.
I don't think his spells come in that variety.
I have Cone of Cold.
There you go. That could work.
That would be the next plan. Just
Those around you appear to be grappling sharks.
this is a form of grappling.
Look at this giant cone of ice cube I just made in this ice sea.
Around
how
the
You just
shark.
went out and found a frozen shark.
I cast telekinesis. Grapple.
Well, that's what they call a good luck.
The ice cube hole where all the icy sharks are.
Bigsby's hand of
Um,
shark grapple.
All them icy boys.
Yeah, you're able to find another one without too much difficulty.
How far away is it? How long did it take me?
Another 45 seconds.
Oh. And there's like other guys around too.
Yes.
Okay, I thought I was like out by myself.
No. No, you're here, and you're at a point where the shark starts starting to engage.
Nice.
You are also very aware at this point that not all of the dwarves will be coming back, because some of them are not winning their wrestling matches.
Cool. And yeah, this shark is it by itself? I can hit more than one shark with a cone of cold. I will.
Yes, this one. I mean, well, how big is the area on that?
60-foot cone.
That's a way big cone.
You could get another shark, but you would be getting a shark that is in the arms of another dwarf.
Is he winning?
They're still going at it. It's not exclusive as to a winner or loser at this point.
Can I hit a shark without hitting a dwarf?
Yes, you can just get the one.
Alright, then I do so.
That's getting up spelled.
I cone of... No,
Well,
that's a
a
higher level spell.
Yeah.
I just normal cone of... I just normal that.
I don't do spells. Other than
That's called
spells on the bard thing.
88.
Yes, 8d8s.
Constitution save.
Passes.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Well, your thing's 16, so yes.
So my 21 is
37 damages.
is that already cut?
No.
Okay.
So 16? 15. Nope. Wait, that would be if it was 30. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I know.
18.
18.
Yeah.
18 cold damage.
It's moving slower.
Doesn't it have other effects when it hits?
No.
No, only if it kills.
Oh, okay.
If it kills, it freezes them into a statue.
But I'm guessing 14 misses.
How would 14 miss?
Our new
With,
stuff looks
with
like
all my items, that would hit.
so it bites onto you. 7 piercing damage.
Neat.
Shocking grasp to finish
Holding
it
on.
off. Oh, that was a bad choice.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Is it my turn?
Oh.
As a reaction, He has to make a dexterity saving throw.
4.
Hellish Rebuke. He takes 5 lightning damage. Is he okay? Because I still have
No.
Because I still have an action.
No, he. Well, first off, that's actually on his turn, not.
Oh, yeah, it's a
It's
reaction.
a reaction. But no, he's.
Not okay?
Well, his bite has gone limp.
Hey, you managed not to explode the corpse this time.
Definitely has some burns on it. I mean. Hole.
Well. Then I'm going to take this one back up, shove it in the hole with the other one.
Okay.
And I'm going to hang back and wait for and because I want to finish on a high note, so I'm going to wait for the sharks to really start bundling up together.
The sharks aren't bundling up together.
Not at all?
No.
Not even a little bit?
About 150-foot long line of dwarves into the sea.
Yeah.
And so it's very spread out over.
Look for megafauna.
You're just gonna hold off till you can get at least 2 sharks in the same spot?
Yeah, just start looking for a line on multiple sharks. I got a lightning bolt.
Does 13 hit?
Yes. Yeah.
There's one that's biting you for 9 piercing damage.
Does he get Hellish Rebuked?
That's only once a day.
Oh.
So sharks are coming to me at a pretty rapid rate.
Yeah, you're really in a mix of it at this point.
Do you have that armor that Nick likes?
I do not.
Armor of Gathus.
That's one.
It only lasts a minute.
Temp HP and cold damage.
Well, I guess I do just want to explode on him. Or maybe not. Maybe I just want to at least shoot a lightning bolt through him. It's like I got so many options.
Look for other shark, thunderstep, and herd them.
I don't think that's an option. It moves people. Yeah, lightning bolt's really my only go-to do damage for no frills. Lightning bolt it is. So he can, I guess, does he get disadvantage because he's biting you?
Don't believe so.
I think he should.
Why?
Because he's close. And therefore he deserves it. 25, 28 lightning damage. I think he made the save though.
Yeah. Okay.
He also takes 6 thunder damage for being next to me when I cast a spell.
No save on that.
Nope. He takes 6 thunder damage.
So that rounds it up to 20.
Yep.
Storm Sorcerer.
Does that kill him?
No, but he is going to disengage and swim away on his turn. You are not a tasty meal.
I'm getting out of here.
Very much blood pouring off of him as he's...
Distance, spell, shock, and grasp. Depending on how far away the restricting can turn.
It is 40 feet away.
Ray of Frost. So I'm after it. And shoot with Ray of Frost. I missed. Almost certainly.
Yeah.
A natural 1.
Probably.
But you...
So it goes another...
Unless I have advantage on that attack.
He does have the high ground. It's swimming down.
No.
But he goes another 80 feet on his...
Ray Frost got 6-foot range, right? Sound right?
Yes, Ray Frost is 60 feet.
Do you have anything that lets you swim?
I have a distance spell.
Like, you'll kill it and it'll just sink away from you.
Go get it later. Or I could teleport to it.
Yeah, just be in front of the shark. Punch it in the nose.
Whatever, yeah, I'm gonna... And that's 3, that's 4. So yeah, I'm gonna try and, yeah, so that, I'm gonna do it, because it went 40 feet away, I'm moving half speed because swimming. So with 80 feet, it's 90-something feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So I would
Well, remember, you're not moving your full...
No.
He said half.
Okay.
Yeah, so in 2 turns I've moved 30 feet, and it moved 80, 120, so it moved 90 feet, so it's 90 feet away. Man, that rough math was actually pretty good. I'm impressed with myself. There's a round of applause for that.
Do you still get your fly speed even though you're in water?
No.
I think that's true. I should.
Too bad.
Now that it's running away, is it near any other sharks?
Now that it's running away, it is beyond what you can actually see. So you have 60-foot dark vision.
Well, it's water.
Yeah?
Well, if I can't see it, then I can't shoot it.
Yeah, so it's gone. It swam out of your range.
What a jerk.
It's a jerk with, like, 1 HP, isn't it?
I think it has 2.
Come back here, shark, and fight like a real man with magic and spells.
These other dudes are just punching us. Why?
Ah, there you go. Bar Steph's a bonus action. So yeah, you know what? I am willing to do that. I'm willing to go for 3 sharks. I use Far Step to move 60 feet in the direction it left.
Okay.
Can I now see it?
Yes.
Ray of Frost.
That's a cantrip?
Yes. It is my only damaging? Nope, Shock and Grasp, but it's not within reach.
So yeah, if you can do any better with this Ray of Frost.
Do I have advantage now that it thinks it's safe?
No. Does not think it's safe.
2, 4, plus 6, so 19.
Hit.
Huh? Plus 6?
Oh yeah, my stat.
Plus
I'm
9?
thinking dexterity.
No, it's not dexterity, it's charisma.
It's a range attack. I assume dexterity. Whatever, it still hits.
At like a 24.
What's Ray of Frost do for damage? D6? D4?
Ray of Frost? It's D8, right?
I don't like that you have to roll a 16 to hit me. I need up my armor.
After all, even less.
You'd find it faster than me.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3D8.
Oh, wow, yeah. 3d8s.
It has 2 hit points. You could roll all ones, and it's...
I didn't roll all ones. Zap!
Would you like to see how destroyed and mangled it is?
It's all cold damage. So I just gave it a little...
Did you just give a zap sound for cold damage?
It's because
Don't
it's a
you?
ray.
Don't you?
No!
Alright, cool.
What is your cold damage sound effect?
Is it?
It's zap.
Yeah.
I use zap.
That sounds like wind to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like snowblowing.
Cool,
That's
we'll
the
take
idea.
that shark up and...
It's like, how else would you...
But that's not
Into the
snow
cooler.
making the noise, it's the wind.
I guess you could do like ice cracking noises, but
That would be mine.
I still have...
But that gets confused with lightning pretty easy.
lightning.
I still have a lightning bolt left. I mean, that's the original.
Make a con save.
19. Well, plus 6. 25.
Between the fact that you made it and then your resistance, your total is subtracting 1 from your health.
I took a damage.
Because minimum 1.
No, it would have actually been 1 point something, but it's still because it rounds down to.
It's like I took a damage.
Basically divided it by 4, and I rolled terrible.
10. Yeah, I made that. Concentration spell.
Far step.
Fire step's a concentration spell. Wait, no, maybe not. 3 plus 6. That's only 9, so that's a fail.
But as you're up throwing things in, you are hearing
Right?
yeah,
Not bad math.
ruckus and
You took
cheers
one
and such
damage.
from the shore.
So it's 10 minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 10 minimum.
And I roll a 3, I only get plus 6. Which is pretty good,
Yeah.
but it's plus 6. Right, our proficiency is still plus 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, plus 6. So I lose far step. I can no longer teleport.
No, it's next level we get the proficiency increase.
Yeah, that's right. 12 was garbage.
So you gotta
Well,
swim
then,
up
yeah.
and throw it in the hole.
Does Far Step allow you to go back to where you started?
No, it's a duration and every bonus action I can teleport 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
Just womp, 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 womp for a minute. But it's gone.
Yeah.
Burned that spell for this one specific shark, which I got.
Yeah.
Well, go look for... I don't know. I guess I start making my way to shore. Any of the dwarves look like they need help.
That are still alive.
I mean, there are dwarves that are fighting for their lives. Yeah.
But do they like?
Is
are
there
they
a
run?
dead one being ripped apart that he could kill a shark
You
on?
do not see any dwarves fleeing from a shark. No.
Any of them obviously looking like they want someone to help them. Anybody waving that white flag?
There are some that
Walking
you
in
think ought to, but none of them seem to have that
mentality.
that appearance to what they're doing.
No.
These dwarves.
Witness
hardcore.
them.
The dwarves that choose to do this do not have.
There's no quick.
Once they get past the,
That
I
water's
could die based on the water.
Yeah.
The water alone. Once the dwarves that have what it takes to get past that have no concept of the.
And then I witness some of the dwarves that are looking shaky.
Yeah, you see some die.
Well, that shark goes away.
Pow! Kill steal.
Kill secure. Do you take it?
What do you?
8d8 lightning bolt.
Okay, yeah, you blast a hole through another shark.
So we got Bob here trying to join the
All right, I
Salamanders.
just take that one by hand and drag it up. Swim forward with it.
Eric trying to join the Caebris-nem.
So you use magic, but I do have 4 shark bodies. You gonna not pay me for them?
You're forging stuff while being set on fire. He's fighting sharks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you make it back, and yeah, there's a handful. You know, there's plenty of other dwarves that are, you know, sharks still somewhat wiggling as they've claimed.
No, this one's dead. It's very dead.
Start stacking bodies.
Most of them just
well-
Lichtenberg scars all throughout their body.
So you get up, you go straight to the shore with 3 of them in the hole.
Yes, and
Okay.
one of them out.
Okay. Just from some of the standbys, you notice that you get some. You actually made it out alive. All right, kind of looks.
Then he starts pulling sharks out of the hole.
Well, not right away.
Oh.
I asked where do I just throw these on the ground now?
You're not incredibly fast, but of course you can all go up to, you know, the judging area, see who's done the quickest, most efficient work. Did you bring a cannon with you?
No.
I am a cannon.
No, those
Made
are
of
just,
glass.
those are just my natural inborn skills on display.
I'm sure it'll still be worth something.
So judging area.
Well, I go find the judging area.
Yeah. Here you're able to find more details of
What you
an
were
event
supposed
that
to
you could have asked a lot more about before getting in, but you just kind of said, "I'm not interested." Oh, I'm just going to jump in last moment, so you didn't
Yeah.
quite know what's going on. One, having bracelets in that didn't cut you seems to have been awarding some level of points. So more bracelets meant more odds of not being cut by that one.
Well, I got cut.
Yes. Time seems to have meant something The shark still being alive when brought to the shore seems to have been a part. Size of shark seems to have been a part. Do you pull out, as you get sort of up there, are you pulling out?
Well, do I ask them if this is where you want the sharks?
Sure, you can put it down. Ooh, gnarly.
Pull.
You get some confusion.
It was hard to carry them all.
That's part of it, of course. Did you get 4?
I didn't want to make 2 trips.
Did you get 4? Yeah.
I mean, do you want more?
I could go murder some more sharks.
Oh, don't cut things up. They need to, continue a species. We're not trying to wipe them out altogether.
Well, we could.
But then we'd get hungry. They award you some level of prestige and honor that you got 4. They didn't seem to like that you used things to bring them back in.
Well,
there's some dispute of, well, maybe he just bought those from the store before coming out and had them with him all along.
well, the holes would be a kind of dead giveaway.
Yeah, that also, the condition is not as such.
Nope.
Still, let's see, so 3 of them are badly damaged. And 1 of them was mostly just cold, right?
Yeah. It's cold water. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Some internal bleeding from that sonic damage it took.
You do not necessarily get enough on the prestige side of things to get any award or that part of things. But just for the actual sharks you get 175 gold.
Neat.
It's only once a month they do this?
Yeah.
I would just do this every month if I lived here. I'd work at the forge.
That is literally how people make their living.
I work at the forge and I go in there and just
You
shove
also
fists
notice
into sharks and carry them out.
probably of the slightly more than 100 dwarves that went in, probably a quarter of them did not return.
Neat. Do I recognize any of these dwarves?
The one that one of the ones that you had spoken to is 3rd place up on the
Nice.
plinth.
I congratulate him because he did the dwarven race proud.
Not as proud as I did mine, but
Take that, sharks.
Otherwise, you can stay around and there is a bit of a celebration.
Hey, have a party.
People find their underwear again.
Put on fancy clothes.
Yeah, and the first prize shark is roasted there.
is it just huge?
I mean, it is somewhat. It is not the largest shark,
But it came back fast.
Yeah, it was
looks
between.
good.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're continuing about that throughout the rest of the day. You can basically stay with the party and mingle with the folk.
I talk of my great exploit. I mean, I didn't even know this was a thing until I got here.
Imagine if I came prepared.
Turns out there's a
month.
scoring system. Isn't there a cake on my face? I didn't even know. I just thought this was about murdering sharks.
And
how far along are you in your copying by the end of the day?
If it's time for bed, then I will be mostly done. I'll still need some time tomorrow.
Okay, about how long do you need tomorrow?
4 hours.
Do you message?
Yeah, I'll
So
send
you kind of get that by the end of the day that he's managed to make some better time.
I briefly tell you that I investigated a cannon. We're evidently on the Shattered Sea, and there might be more information over in Onyx.
Okay.
If only we knew where that was.
At the end of the day, unlike the other temple that just sort of said, here, take this, they do not let you keep the piece. It is put on the pile with the rest of what everyone else made to be sold to make money for the temple. And you get 8% added to towards your skill.
Yay, I'm at 51. I'm officially half trained.
You can half-ass it.
Can I
now.
send a sending at the end of the day?
Sure.
Alright. I sent a message to Volch. I ask him, when you're working on the staff, is it possible for you to incorporate a buff that would affect all the undead that I'm controlling with it. I was thinking magic weapon.
Is Mass Magic Weapon still a spell?
I don't think so. At least...
Did it used to be a spell?
Did Mass Magic Weapon used to be a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
It's just one of those spells that might have a mass version. Who knows?
I sent a message to my dwarven mentor about what I've been doing. Because I have one of those skills too.
I was like, I'm a Caebris-nem. You wrestle any sharks? Why would I do that? You're in the wrong place.
Yeah. So the comment of, be careful around the forges there.
97 damage.
With a heal and a reduction?
Yeah. With a heal and a reduction, 97 damage of my 124.
There is a spell in Magic of Eberron that would allow you to do a mass version of Magic Weapon.
Thanks, artificers.
Otherwise, there are a few other you have a variety of invites for the evening by the end of the celebration. If you want to stay
Invites
with
from who?
people amongst the celebration of you're traveling through, you can crash. So you can go back to the first person that invited you, or you could stay with someone else who had been...
Oh, no. If it's just goodwill, I've already got somebody who offered me that. I'd thought that if it was like a noble or somebody fancy and they wanted me to like come and meet some friends.
No one top level. I mean, you get some people that, you know...
Yeah.
At the very least, the people that make their living doing this seem to be of the wealthier class. Just in that this is a high-paid job. So not necessarily a noble, but, you know, some of the wealthier individuals.
Well, yeah, if it's an after party, I'll go. If it's just like they're just offering it because, you know, it's a place to stay.
It's sort of as the after party is wrapping up invite kind of thing.
Who knows? Get drunk, pass out somewhere.
Nope.
I mean, you're basically on a shore. You're able to do that, and some of the people are, but...
No, I have somebody already offered me a place, so if none of these offers are especial, then I'll just do it there.
What if one was from a lady? Wants to check something off her bucket list.
I have been late to doors.
Oh, that's what you meant when you said that. You're terrible.
You're
I
on.
know, right?
You're on the.
But you're
top of the list to
charismatic,
do
so
this.
probably at least one of them is.
Nope, I've already got a place.
I won't go be robbed. It's going to be an adventure.
Sorry, ma'am. There's a man that's already invited me for the...
Oh.
Turns out this dwarf, he's a vampire.
Not again.
We just teleport back to the thing. It happened again!
And we're taking
He's good for it!
We're taking him to the Aboleth next time.
Just throws his dead corpse in the water. Fix it!
Fix this.
We can't go back to the other place. It's too embarrassing.
Okay.
So I'm not swayed by pretty lady dwarves.
So no, check your list. Have you been with a dwarf before? Maybe it's on yours.
Yeah!
I was at the bar.
In story!
Yeah.
This actually happened during this campaign.
No,
That was
he
a
slept
gnome.
next to a dwarf. He slept with a gnome.
Yeah. The lady he laid was a gnome.
Was that what it was?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They're all short and kind of the same.
Yeah,
Whatever.
more or less.
Otherwise, yes, you can head back there, and let's go with another 4,000 experience, because I'm predictable.
Hey, Ryan, at this rate, when's our next level?
3 more sessions.
So we have to stay here. If I do 8% a day, we gotta stay here for like another 6 days.
Well, we'll find out if that happens or not. Join us next time. Bye.
Ryan needs more spells. Obviously.